Greetings to all in creation. This is Aurora in creation, and I'm here live from the distillery room, Hilton Head Island. And those beers are pretty astounding. I mean, I literally had a pineapple square fruit snack from my early afternoon meanderings, and I decided to pair it up with their pineapple porter IPA, whatever you call that. I did end up ordering something else because of the alcohol content. As you know, I always have to go for the highest possible alcohol content. Now I did yesterday the 11.1 Okalopa something. Today I did the Wee Heaven, which is a bit less, like 8.9 or whatever. However, when you do order this, the Wee Heaven one, which is 9.8 actually, it's a Scotch ale with malty and delicious notes. You actually can get the large size. Now, if you do the Okaloosa, which is 11.1 alcohol, which is a Baltic porter with roasty, chocolatey bliss, you can't get any more than 10 ounce because of the alcohol content, which is really high, which got me really well off yesterday, and I went on this excursion journey, which was marvelous because it took me back to my Lanesborough days before Harry married Megan. Anywho, so I'm here today. We just got my upgraded update for my i software for 14.41, so 1441 of course. And I think I'm trying to understand what's going on. So the last session guy from the Red Roof, was a Sagittarius, so by Amy. And then he was from Long Island, meaning, Brooklyn, whatever, just like Steven apparently. So they're trying, he's forbidden now to come my way because, as you all know, he married a prostitute, apparently, the Russian hooker, and she's trying by any means to become Aurora and to stick me with the Dima thing, which is what Andrew was trying to help them to do with Iran and Russia and Syria and all the enemies of the planet today that are doing a total aberrational show out of life on Earth. And sadly enough, apparently the whole consciousness of all of you guys went really dumbed down, whereby you have been justifying Russia by saying that she's so feminine and oh my god, and I'm such a dude. But if you actually look at things practically, because I saw one of the scenes that happened at Planet Fitness. They tried yesterday to get me off Planet Fitness as well because of their Nicholas fraud broad bimbo wannabe guy, but he's a full-blown faggot. I mean, for him to coke me up the whole time, and then just he would call, and then it sounded like pounding, boop boop boop. I'm like, who am I? Who are you? What are you pounding on? Like a piece of chicken? Are you at the butcher chopping a cow? That's how it sounded when he fucked the fraud broad that wants to be me. And then they brought it to Planet Fitness one day, so it was standing there, It literally looked like a travestite, this Russian fraud bro that wants to make pretend it's so feminine. What if, first of all, its hair, it's trying to mimic my hair color now. Its hair looks like a complete wig. It looks like a whole wig, and it looks like a corpse. Honestly, when I was at the gym that day and they brought that Russian fraud bar in the brand smack dab middle of the gym, and it had a bunch of masculines around it, because they were trying to plan who it's gonna fuck next under my tutelage, under my session work. Soon as I exit the room, they call Kevin, the fake security guy, which I reported everything to Collins yesterday, the police department here. They call the make pretend security guy from Shelter Cove, Kevin, to pick me up, take me to make pretend lunch, and have me drink whatever you call a Irish drink, Irish titty thing with bullshit. And then they're like, oh, it's a blowjob, because at that point Tatiana was blowing the dick of Nicholas, and that's who Steven married. And literally people have programmed him so badly. Ayaquinta and Beyond there would tell him yeah, he's ashamed of me, but everybody's like so proud of her because she's a like prostitute and she's a total like whore, and she'll just fuck anybody and like suck anybody's dick when I exit the room. And you know, they play that octave all the time. And that's an archaea? Oh, no, that's a thief and a nigger and a hooker. And her actual twin flame is a Syrian dude called Fadi. But it decided to burn its journal and then make spells on me and become me and try to make pretend that I'm some sort of a teenage guy, which is not true. I mean, I repeat, like I don't even know who came up with this bullshit, you know, transgender rumors, which are not true. Like, if I had a procedure done on my lower spine, which I have traces of, doesn't mean that my pussy is not naturally born with. I was never born with a masculine organ, and you can double check that in all my birth records. So, you know, this is a total lie by Russia and Iran to get you all Mongolized, and you're all stupid, like as if you don't know essence. Like if you now call any Italian woman a donna, sitting on her like recliner in Italy, going like this, and she has like full, you know, fledged like armpit hair, well, they do that to protect themselves from the over attention we get as real donna, real women, true women. Okay, so anybody trying to like make this like little, literally it looked like a clown at the gym, and it looked like a travestite, literally, like it looked like it had a wig, and like, okay, like it looked like it had fake like overblown tits, and just like, you know, just like, and then it was just standing there waiting to like get pounded on under my roof, my sessions, and my name, just to like rob me proudly and make pretend that I'm a dude. And then anybody who walked with this agenda, you have issues. You have mommy issues, you have hatred towards feminines, and you're an asshole. And anybody who thinks that her sex is better than mine, you know you're lying. You know you're doing this to stick my, you know, twin flame with someone else because you want me for yourself, and you know you're lying. Anybody who's with this agenda of the force emasculating me, you know you're lying. Same for my session kids. Hello. So all my session kids, same. Like I know when I leave the room, they long for my maternal energy, because no matter how hard they pound on a travestite, it's not what I offer at any point in time and space. So anybody still endorsing this terrorist agenda, you're insane. Now other people today trying to make me pretend that I committed like financial suicide because I walked into BB&T. She's like, "Hi Aurora, how are you? We owe you like $1, and then you can close down your account." Like, and then there was the Max guy from like SunTrust, and they weren't like, you know, full on support for the light. So since that happened, now Netanyahu is in suspension. He doesn't even know that he won the election or not. And all I have to tell you, Netanyahu, is the only way for you to win against Hezbollah, which is my number one enemy. Iran is my number one enemy currently. Iran, Russia, Syria, they're my enemies. If you want to endorse me and grant me Aurora for Israeli papers, you're gold. Believe it. And anybody now, Sarah Yafi, I know you in person, we used to cruise around your Jag when we were minus 17. Like we used to have our fake IDs go to like Loft and El Bar, and we used to cruise in your Jag. So you know me in person, Sarah, and you can't make pretend you don't. So if you're hosting girls on your show that are going like, yeah, the families need like 5 gallons of milk for their toddlers and their babies, you're insane. Because first of all, in actual factual facts, human babies and human bodies don't even need cow milk at any level. That's GMO foods, that's the Hezbollah infestation of your culinary and your aroma therapeutical taste buds, as well as in order for you to upgrade from carbon to spirit and ether, you gotta get a session basically. So all I have to tell to all the Lebanese people now is ما تيأسوا. Okay? حش بقى نأ بكفي فعلا صفر بكفي خلص بقى. Shame on you. Seriously بكفي ما بقى بدي اسمع ولا حس. اذا ما عم تعملوا بوكينج سيشن معي قاعد بالبيت شو عم تعمل؟ عم تتفرج على شو؟ على اصابع اجريك؟ شو عم تعمل؟ عم تبكي كيف ما فيك تشتري له لابنك ربطة خبز؟ شو بتعمل ربطة الخبز؟ حبيبي ربطة الخبز كلها فيها ويت. بتعرف شو يعني ويت؟ ويت يعني جلوتين. بتعرف شو يعني جلوتين؟ جلوتين بيعمل لك كوليسترول وتريغليسيريد وبيعمل لك هارت اتاك. وبتعرف قديش بدك تدفع عند الحكيم وعند كارديولوجيست billions of dollars تقبرني. بقى انا السيشن تبعيتي اقل من $100 تقبر قلبي. وون سيشن هارت بيس بلازما تك وبنتهي من نقكم وبقكم وهبلكم. اوكي بكفي فعلا enough is enough. قاعدين عم تتمقطعوا على راسي انه انا رجال وانا كس اختكم براس ايرس فعلا براس اير اللي خلقني. اوكي تروحوا تلفنوا له لبابي تلفنوا لبيي. اوكي كثير منيح. المهم Netanyahu, I want to wish you the best here. And regardless what you choose, honestly choose love. You want to endorse your Tiberius crew here, I'm game. All it takes is I have a PO box in America. Before this time is through, send me one paper and you're set for life. Because literally I really don't recommend any more tackles with the Iranian topic and the Hezbollah topic, because it's not gonna lead you anywhere. I've tried by many means. They are very vehement about this like forced emasculation bullshit plan, dumbing down all these American kids. If you only knew how dumb they are, you would cry. You would honestly cry. It is so sad. These boys, they just sold off for Russia, and it looks like a travestite, literally. Like, there's nothing natural about it. It moves like a travestite, looks like a travestite. It gets pounded on like a cow. Pooh, pooh. I heard it when the guy idiotic called me. Like, he thinks I'm a dumb cunt, but literally, like, you gotta grow up, dearest, because like that level dumb is alarming, you know what I mean? And I showed him videos of Sarah Liafi talking. I'm like, yeah, this is the crew of like people that I associate with, and you want to tell me that Tatiana can sit at a table with Sarah Liafi? Por favor. And anybody who's trying to tell me that I can't sit at a table with anyone on earth, let alone anyone on earth, jump off a bridge right now, because proof is in the pudding. I've survived all your terrorist attacks and everything. So if you have issues with travestites who are getting pounded like hookers every day at the Red Roof Inn to become me, call Netanyahu. Thank you.